Hello dear students, welcome to your EVS class. Today we are going to start chapter 13, Our Community. Children, at the end of the chapter, you will be able to understand what a community is, the different community services and the various community agencies. Children, you know that a group of people living together in a particular area is called a community. You have previously learned about our neighborhood and neighborhood services in class 3. People who live together in a community live in an organized manner following the rules and regulations set up by their community. They cooperate with each other and share their work and duties. Most of our communities need some services to keep them clean and make the lives of the people living there comfortable. These you have already learned in the previous class as the neighborhood services, like providing a clean surrounding, pure drinking water, roads, healthcare facilities, schools. You can easily name some of these services, right? Medical services like hospitals and dispensaries, public transports, waste disposals, water supply, security, banks, police stations, markets, etc. These services are provided by various agencies. They can be private or government. For examples, you have banks which are set up by the governments like SBI. We also have some private banks like IDFC banks, etc. Also, there are government schools and private schools. So, facilities like education, banking are provided by both the private and the government agencies. Let us learn about one of the most important agencies in the community, school. It provides education to the community. Besides this, schools also involve children in the community service. How? Adult Literacy Society. Here the children are encouraged to teach the elders in the family. Health and Hygiene Club. It generally looks after the health and cleanliness, telling people how to keep their surroundings clean and educating all regarding good health. Nature and Environment Society. It helps in planting trees, cleaning the parks, taking care of flowers, etc. Disaster Relief Services. Providing and collecting clothes, medicines, money during the time of crisis like flood, drought, earthquake, etc. बच्चों, स्कूल में पढ़ाई के अलावा बच्चों को बहुत सारी कम्युनिटी सर्विसेज के लिए भी प्रोत्साहन दिया जाता है, जैसे कि अडल्ट लिटरेसी सोसाइटी, जिसमें बच्चों को अपने घर के बड़े बुजुर्गों को भी पढ़ाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया जाता है, ताकि वो जो स्कूल में सीखते हैं उसे वो अपने घर के बुजुर्गों को भी सिखा पाए. उन्हें अपने कम्युनिटी में साफ सफाई रखने के लिए भी प्रोत्साहित किया जाता है, ताकि वो स्कूल में पाई गई जानकारी को लोगों तक फैलाए कि हमारे जीवन में साफ सफाई का क्या महत्व है. Another important agency is Residents Welfare Association, RWA. Most of the colonies in the town city have a committee of members to look after the interests of the people of the colony. This is called the RWA or Residents Welfare Associations. I'm sure you all must have watched a famous television serial, Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. You remember the Gokul Dham Society? It is a very good example through which you can understand the community and its various agencies. Each of these RWAs have elected office bearers. They are responsible for keeping their colonies clean and safe. They perform certain duties, that is to maintain the parks of the colonies, to look after the security and welfare of the residents, to organize social functions, melas, festivals and other cultural activities, to ensure regular cleaning of the drains and collection of garbage. Apart from these, there are various other organizations which are central or state government organized for the citizens. Government allows some of the motivated citizens to set up welfare organizations known as NGOs, non-government organizations. They run on a no-profit principles. They are goal-oriented and work for the social and the economic welfare of the poor. The areas they look after are health, education, environment, etc. They organize blood donation camps, collection of articles during floods and other natural disasters. Community eating like langars, bhandaras, midday meals are also organized from time to time. Some of the famous NGOs are CRY, Child Rights and You, Helpage India, CINI, Children in Need Institute, WWF, World Wildlife Fund, Prayas for the underprivileged, etc. Women's organizations. There are certain organizations which only look after the welfare of the women and children. UNICEF is one such organization. The work of the hygiene, health, education, self-employment, etc. We also have SEWA. It stands for Self-Employed Women's. NCW, National Commission for Women. The army also helps to look after the welfare of the Jawan families. It is known as AWA, Army Wives Welfare Association. They organize workshops, sales, etc. to make the women self-dependent. Students, now that we have finished the reading and explanation of chapter 13, our community, let us take a look at the keywords and things to remember from the chapter. Keywords: garbage, waste food, paper, etc. that we throw away. UNICEF, United Nations International Children Educational Fund. Voluntary organization, an organization set up to help people which does not make any profit. Community, a group of people living together in a particular area. The important points which we have to remember from the chapter are: a group of people living together in a particular area is called a community. Community living is found in villages, towns and cities. Community work starts at school level. Every colony has a residents' welfare association. RWA works for the welfare of the people. NGOs are non-government organizations that are involved in community services. Women's organizations work for the welfare of the women by providing education that helps them to become independent.